We're from PDP Promantek, and PDP Promantek is located in Colorado, and we're cultural architects. Why don't you describe
This is Steve Carlson, and I'm Dan Schneider, and we've been part of the organization now for pretty close to 30 years, and we have grown in scope from a relatively local firm in the Colorado Springs area to international in scope now. And a lot of what we work with is available in 16 different languages all around the world.
Well, we have 3 or 4 major products. One is called the ProScan, which works with individuals, and we'll have Dan talk a little bit more about that. Then we have something called JobScan, which helps with hiring. And then we have TeamScan, which will work with groups and teams or whole organizations. And we have something called TrackStar, which helps to work with performance planning and reviews and performance appraisals.
And the ProScan tool itself provides people and organizations with an objective evaluation of individual strengths, and also provides some insights into what can happen when we fall into our backup styles of behavior. So it's a very behaviorally oriented tool that helps people how to understand how to bring out the best in themselves. Aside from the fact that we're really very good at what we do, what makes us unique is that we are focused on people's strengths and how to bring out and enhance what they already do well as teach them how to take advantage of skill development opportunities in ways that are not going to induce a great deal of distress for them as they try to change or alter their behavior.
Also, what we do is we're able to provide opportunities to small to mid-sized companies that are usually only reserved for the larger companies that can use all kinds of different types of assessments. And what we try to do, and have done now for 30 years quite successfully, is we'll come in and we will actually help that organization learn how to fish, because there's so many times where someone come in and they'll just give them the fish. What ProScan can do and what TrackStar does is it allows the individuals in-house to use the tools and to gain a whole lot of value out of them instead of us just simply telling you this is what you do, here's where you go. And so it allows smaller organizations to leverage things that, well, years ago, only larger organizations could do. This is our first year with CGNA, so we're very excited about the future and how we can help your organizations grow and really reach your potential. Would you agree?
I would agree. We're into this now for our 3rd day, so we don't have any success stories to tell specifically related about CGNA at this point, but ask us again in a year and we'll be able to give you some additional information.
The first is our JobScan. And JobScan is a tool within the PDP suite that really helps organizations match talent and skills, or talent and personality to task. And we actually are able to create a job model based upon high performers or based upon the needs within the job, and then match that with the different applicants who come and actually apply for those positions. And it's really quite amazing because it helps on so many different levels. Not only do you get a better person in the position, but you get everybody else on the same page as far as what's needed in this position. And you'd be surprised how often people who work with the same position have very, very different understandings about what that position does and how that position is how the person in that position needs to behave and succeed. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think probably the nutshell version of maybe even going back to the question about what makes us unique, and part of the comments that Steve has made is that our tools help you make sure that you've got the right people doing the right things, the right way, the right number of times. And if you can do those 4 things, that's all you really need to do to have a successful business.
The other product that we just would love to bring up is the TrackStar. And TrackStar really takes all of what the ProScan does, and it helps then to measure exactly what it is that that position or that individual is supposed to do. So we're able to then determine the factors of success within a position and then put it down so that the individual understands and the manager understands. And then we could actually measure to those factors. And there are performance notes that people can write in, managers and employees. And it really helps so that at the end of the time, first you plan what it is the individual is going to do for the next 6 months or a year. So that way when the review comes around, first of all, we have notes and data over the past 6 or 12 months that are current, and we're not just remembering what happened, say in the last 30 or 60 days. And so when the review comes, it's not a surprise. And it's actually something that people enjoy and can learn from, and it's not something to be dreaded, or it's not just one more thing to do.
Years ago there was a program called Gomer Pyle USMC, and I think he had the perfect summation of what happens with most performance reviews, and that's surprise, surprise, surprise. And that's why the whole performance management system in many organizations just doesn't work, is because people are always surprised. And this is a way to go back to when Holiday Inn was advertising and branding itself as the company where, or the hospitality people where the best surprise is no surprise. That's our approach to performance reviews. And performance management, the best surprise is no surprise.
We'd love to help your organizations really succeed in all that they do.
Thank you.